Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our Sunday stream. It's Sunday somewhere. Camera TX is also here. Hello. Hello. Yes, we did it. VPR Alex, piece of load letter. Bliss 9. Welcome. Yes. So, I apologize. So Friday. So basically, what happened was we went there. You see what had happened was. No. So originally the plan was for my elder brother and I to visit my dad in Austin. Last weekend, so that this weekend, at least on Friday, they could spend more time with my younger brother, or with our younger brother and his wife, because the wife hasn't met our dad yet, but they couldn't make it to Dallas on Friday. They only came in yesterday afternoon, and so that kind of changed the plans a bit, and so I decided to postpone the stream until Sunday, thinking that I'll be fine on Sunday, right? Everyone would have gone their separate ways, and there'll be some peace and quiet, and we should be fine. But no, so I also slept on the carpet. I slept on the floor last night. My dad took my nice memory foam bed mattress. And yeah, so I slept for 3 hours. It's been pretty bad. Last week, I stayed up 4 nights out of the 7. And when I say stay up a whole night, I mean stay up more than 24 hours at a time, right? So that was 4 of those in a week. And I thought maybe this week I could recover. No, I've been sleeping on average, I think 3-4 hours a night. Yeah, so last night I slept at 4:30, woke up at 7:30 a.m. So I just couldn't function. After my dad left, I was working on switches, just barely keeping my eyes open, which is basically every day. And Drifting Bunnies came to drop off the Austin prototype. Maybe I should have told him to do it a bit earlier so that I could nap a bit longer. But anyway, I told him to show up at 8 p.m. And I thought, I'll take a little nap. I'll take a power nap because I really couldn't do anything. And so I set alarms, and I missed all the alarms. And I woke up at midnight. But we had a few Californian folks says, no, it's actually not a troll. Wait, is my title correct? Yeah, no. You may say I'm a memer, but no. This is an actual build. Look what's on the table. Yeah, so I missed all my alarms, but hey, it's still Sunday in some places. So our Californians told us in Discord, reassured me that I hadn't missed Sunday yet, so we could still stream. So the stream was supposed to be the dolphin with the Yak Holy Pandas. That took a bit of a hit because turns out all the Yak Pandas came factory lubed. Was this the same for the red pandas and the mint ones? Champalan, hey, how's it going? I just want to see your face. Oh, you get to see a lot of it. Yeah, so all the Polar mints were pre-lubed at the factory. I think you can see that. You can see how it's. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking nasty. I know, right? I don't remember the red holy pandas being. Or the red pandas being lubed too. Well, gross, hey, how's it going? Yeah, so. But these are. Just look at how nasty that is. Oh my god. That's disgusting. I know, right? It's like, why would you. They probably think, man, you know, it kind of sucks that we're putting all this work into something that will just get taken apart and not appreciate it. Maybe if we lube these at the factory, they won't try to make holy pandas out of them. Maybe they will keep them as is. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, so that means I had to. I think that was kind of when I decided to just take a nap. So I've been working on these switches, right? And I think if they weren't factory lubed and stuff, because I only needed to lube another 40 or so, and so I thought, you know, maybe a couple hours would be fine. But open them up and remembered that they were pre-lubed, and so I would have to go in and clean all the switch housings. Like, you know what? There's no way this is gonna happen. I'm just gonna take a nap and figure it out afterwards. J420 is also here. Hello. Another premium feature that's within spec. Thank you, Novel Keys. Yeah, I wonder. Okay. So I don't think, you know, like, this stream is being watched by a lot of people right now. So I guess I could kind of talk about some of these things. So. Gun abortions. No. Do we know how Novel Keys feels about Dixie Mac taking up so much? I guess they don't really sell the same things, but, and, you know, Dixie Mac uses Novel Keys with them, but yeah, like, it's, and I guess, you know, it's not feasible for one site to do, you know, multiple keycap group buys, but yeah, they, you know, it seems like Dixie Mac is doing very well, and I wonder if, you know, do you think eventually they'll become actual competitors? Does want to do switches and become the next North Korea? I mean, Novel Keys. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. This is interesting to me because, you know, Dixie Mac's a pounding success. No, that's not a word I'm looking for. What's the word? But yeah, because, you know, they that new, but they're getting mass drum numbers on their keycap sets. It's good to see. Good to see. Dixie Mac has some nice work. I've never spoken of him, but he's got some nice stuff. Oh, and I haven't had dinner yet, so maybe after the build or halfway, I'll stop to get some food or something, some snacks. We shall see. Canon Keys on the rise too. Maybe I need to change my stream name to 001 Keys or something. Just to where are my scissors? My other scissors. Yep, I lost them. Oh well. Since a very high hit to miss ratio with switches or features. Yeah, so would also be cool, right? To have another competitor. It's only good for us, right? Maybe. I need to start measuring out kind of how big this thing needs to be. But yeah, but overall, I had a good weekend. I got to see, family, so that was nice. Very nice. You see that my dad is still making awfully shitty jokes. Like, if you think dad jokes are bad, these are worse. Right? Because I guess it can't technically be worse than dad jokes, but yes. But yeah, it was actually kind of impressive because we had lunch with my younger brother's in-laws because my dad hadn't met them, and we were kind of afraid because they're kind of kekona, and but it worked out. Gee, mooncake. Yes, I did. Actually, we did. My dad brought us a ton of mooncakes. Although I'm not a, it's heresy, but I'm not a huge fan of the mooncakes. So the round ones, the actual mooncakes, those are made only during, well, mostly during this time of the year. But there are other versions where it's in other shapes, and so typically it's more of the dough or crust compared to filling, and I actually prefer that. I think that the problem with the nice big round mooncakes is that the ratio is completely off. You're basically just eating filling. The crust or the dough is just there for show. It's very, very thin. But yeah, I actually like the crust or whatever. So it's like think. If I made you a muffin, a chocolate muffin, but I only gave you like 1/8 from an inch of muffin around just chocolate or something. Not even chocolate. But yeah, so it's a bit too much filling, and I actually prefer a nice balance. Yeah, but we did have mooncake. The in-laws also tried mooncake for the first time ever. I think I'm saving 8-bit derp. Hello. I think I'm saving all my pennies to get a Radiant acrylic KV675 case. Wait, acrylic KV75? You have a picture of it? And not the pennies thing? I do have some pennies here. Some. Wait, is this thing correct? Okay, so you know how the stabilizer holes are just drilled off, right? There's not supposed to be anything in them. This one has a metal inner wall. Look at that. Like it's for some through hole component. Look at that. See how shiny it is, and this side isn't? Yeah, I've never seen this before on a stabilizer. Plated through hole, yeah. Mooncake without yolks is too sweet for me. Yes, exactly. I think that when I was younger, I didn't like the yolks too much, but now I get it, right? Because then you get a nice balance. Whereas without the yolk, it's just too much red bean paste or lotus paste. Although I will say, most of the red bean, I realize why I don't really like eating red bean paste here, or at least I'm not crazy about it, is once you have back home, are not as sweet, and it has a darker taste to it, like almost like a charred or a brown sugar taste. We haven't quite figured out what exactly the difference is, but you know, it definitely has a darker flavor profile, and it's nowhere near, and it's not as sweet, so you could eat a lot of it. Yeah, earthy taste. Yeah, so almost like, you know, dark chocolate compared to just milk chocolate. Most of the red bean paste I eat here, it's kind of like milk chocolate, right? As in, you know, it's sweet. It's yeah, it's mostly the not even very sweet, but definitely sweeter. Yeah, and then the ones back home, yeah, we've been eating some. Oh, the flavor is so good. I think Clavier is thinking about making a KB75 case. That would be very nice. Would be very nice. I'm waiting for him to get back from Seattle, because Seattle, is he in Seattle? I don't remember. New York, right? He's in New York, right? Yeah. Because we have to figure out the keyblade, and then he wants to work on something for me. Very generous of him. It's gonna be a trouble-free build. I can feel it. Well, now you done jinxed it. But anyway, yes. Welcome, Chokan. Don't forget to check out Chokan. You see the link in chat. Check him out on YouTube. Best keyboard YouTube in terms of original content. And in terms of the only opinion that matters, which is mine. $14.71. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, it was actually impressive that the in-laws, my younger brother's in-laws, the two, because there are 4 kids, not my younger brother, the in-laws. Yeah, so the two sons are the youngest, and we went to a Cantonese restaurant and got, you know, family style rice and dishes and things like that. And we got a kind of a hot and sour congealed pork blood with pork intestines, things like that. And it's like this on this little saucer. It's with a Bunsen burner, I don't know, with a burner at the bottom. And they actually ate that and liked it. Like this kid that was, I think maybe like 8 or 9 or whatever, actually liked it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, even I was, you know, like, yeah, no, I'm good, you know. I'm not, you know, just pass it on. It's fine. I'm not gonna try it. It's your dad's favorite dish? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so my 2 brothers love it. Because, and I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that they couldn't eat it back home. Because I mentioned that my parents are religious. My mom is definitely more spiritual than religious. And so, somewhere in the Bible, the Apostle Paul says you can't eat animal blood or blood in your animals or whatever. And so she forbade us. Is that a word? Yes, passive forbid. Yeah, so we weren't allowed to eat pork blood, which is fine by me, right? It's never appealed to me too much. Although I think if I eat it now, I might actually enjoy it. But yeah, so my mom wasn't there. I wasn't here, so there was fuck it. We're gonna eat pork blood. The kids know what it was. Yes. So although I will say the one kid that really enjoyed the sauce and the stuff, he didn't actually eat the blood. I think in the end, but he ate pretty much all the other dishes. It was actually really impressive. He ate more than what my sister-in-law ate, and he even got a big to-go box. Like it was almost just filled with a bunch of stuff. We got sizzling beef. It's like some kind of pepper beef, and he even liked the what else did he get? They even ate the salted egg. Is it fried shrimp or whatever shrimp? Or is it? Yeah, with the shell on, and a lot of other stuff I don't remember now. But I was very impressed. I was thoroughly impressed that they ate all that, because we thought about okay, do we order orange chicken for them just as like a fail safe backup plan? And I'm glad we didn't. Yeah, my dad was like, no, they don't need to have that. If they want orange chicken, they can always get it somewhere else. If they, but if they come here, they have to try some actual Chinese food. And if they don't like it, they just don't have to come back here again. They can go back to eating orange chicken. But yeah, but I actually enjoyed it, and I think that if we had ordered orange chicken or something familiar, maybe they might not have tried all the new things as much. So yeah, so it worked out. I'd have politely refused. Oh, they were pretty hyped for it. It was actually impressive. Yeah, I was no, I'm good. I'm not gonna eat pork blood. But yeah, I think I might actually enjoy it if I eat it now. I wasn't too keen on trying anyway, just because I know my younger brother and my elder brother they both love that stuff, and it was just a tiny little amount of it. So that definitely would not have been enough for three of us. He always orders every time. I like the intestine. Don't care for the blood. Yeah, I think I just have never tried that dish. Just because my elder brother only orders it with when my younger brother comes. And my younger brother loves that stuff, so I just don't bother even trying it out, because I don't, I'd rather he eat all of it, right? Because I know he loves it, and he doesn't have a lot of food options in Abilene. So if he comes here and he likes something, he take all of it, I'll get it eventually for myself. I'll always politely eat anything. I want to try all the food. Grilled dim sum, xiaolong bao is hype. Yes, so when I was in Austin, we actually had pretty decent dim sum. It was definitely the best dim sum I've had in a while. Not ever. I think maybe the spot in San Antonio had slightly better dim sum, but of course they can't compare dim sum from back home. But Dallas has horrible dim sum. Anyone comes here really should not try to go hit up dim sum spots. I've been seeing some, foodie guides and things like that, and then recommending spots about dim sum. So there even was one today on the Dallas subreddit about all these Chinese spots, and I feel bad because even though I'm sure the guy spent a lot of time, doing that, writing up a compiling everything and writing out a full list and guide to eating Chinese food in Dallas. When I read the dim sum part, I stopped there because he recommended one that pretty much all of my international friends agree has the worst dim sum ever. Like, just, it's incredible how bad it is. It's mind blowing, right? Like, you can get better dim sum just popping the frozen ones into the microwave. It's so bad. And yeah, and because it's not like we've only been there once, right? We've been there at least twice, each of us. My elder brother's been there maybe a handful of times. That was before he found other dim sum spots. But yeah, we all agree that's the worst. And we make, we joke about it every time we go to that area. Yeah, so I read that, he was recommending that, and had some good things to say about it. You know what? This is... And the worst part is it's more expensive than dim sum at other places. So, when I saw that recommendation, I was like, you know what? I probably should, will be disappointed with the rest of his recommendations. And he didn't recommend the Cantonese restaurant we went to for lunch as well, because that one's right across that dim sum place. But it seems like he's just never been there. Maybe, I don't know. And that spot's been around for 20, 30 years, some shit like that. Yes, exactly. 8-bit dirt fish, not fresh, rubbery taste, plasticky. That's exactly it. You know that either they didn't steam it properly or they steamed it but let it sit. The thing is, you'd be surprised at how little you could tell. If you don't have an expectation, you can't really tell that it's bad ingredients because you just don't quite know, especially the texture as well. You can't tell if is this an acquired taste or is this just bad. And yeah, I think it is. Unfortunately, it just might be difficult. Yeah, because like people here actually go to that dim sum place. It blows my mind, and we're all just like, why? Why would you go there? It's horrible. Yeah, store-bought dim sum is better. You usually eat mediocre food. Wouldn't know. Maybe Americans are accustomed to the plastic taste. I think for a lot of them it's just they for the ones that do actually like it, yeah, they don't have expectations. They're just like, this is new. This is better than, well, I was gonna say better than pot stickers, but I'm like, there's no way any American would call that dim sum better than pot stickers because they fucking love pot stickers. Or gyoza, is it gyoza, whatever it's called. They love that shit. I saw a white girl at the grocery store just today. She bought like at least 10 bags of that stuff. A cart, only pot stickers, just 10 bags of it. That's all she got. XCS2, hey, how's it going? White American, and like I know the difference. Again, the difference is you've been to some of these places. Most Texans have not. At least here in Dallas. If you're in Houston, or you live near that dim sum place in Austin, or you live near, or you're around the dim sum place in San Antonio, maybe. But in Dallas, this is not, because the one that's voted best in Dallas as well, we go there actually kinda often. We go there maybe once every 1 or 2 months. Right, so at least half a dozen times in a year. We don't love it. We go there just because we have nothing better to hear. But it is praised and often, written in papers, the best dim sum you can have. And it's not great. Here's the thing. If you can't even keep your dim sum warm or piping hot, you're already doing it wrong. So you already lose, maybe half the points. Because that's kind of the whole point, right? You go to dim sum place, it has to be hot when it's served. You're supposed to bring them in these steam carts or whatever. Yeah, so if you can't even do that, you failed. And so we're not even at the part about the flavor and the texture and all that. And of course, and the thing is, temperature is closely related to flavor and temperature, right? Not to flavor and texture. Yeah, that spot definitely isn't great. The place in New York once, it ruined me on every other dim sum bao place in America. I can see that. I mean, New York, they've got pretty good Chinese food because they have, and they have a very huge Chinese population, and when you have lots of options, lots of choices, lots of competition, standards are maintained or even go up. But over here, everything's spread out. People don't know any better, really. So, a lot of places, mediocre. Or bad. Recommended to me personally. Owning a Bauhaus. Eddie Huang? Wait, where did you meet Eddie Huang? Or do you actually know him? And yes, Bauhaus is a great name. It's an amazing name. Most Chinese spots are from Fuzhou. The thing, I don't know about the rest of America, but in Dallas, most of the Chinese food places are Sichuan and Northeastern, I think. There's actually not a lot of stuff from South China. Which is why when we found this Cantonese restaurant, we just keep going back. It's, because out of all the major ones, I like the Southern Chinese food the best. K Vadratrot, welcome to the stream. Oh, hit him up on Twitter. That's super cool. I forget that you could interact with celebrities on social media. I always think, oh yeah, well, you're like a signing event or something. Got weird looks when I used to eat frog in Chinese restaurants with my extended family. They can never figure out where I got the frogs from. Back home, I wouldn't say it's insanely popular, but it's a thing. You could find it at just hawker centers or food courts. Typically, it's the porridge sellers will also sell the frogs, and they call them tianji, which is farm chicken, right? Because it's like imagine a rice farm. There's a lot of water, so there's frogs. But there's no room for cooking chicken, so what do you eat? You eat the frogs, right? It tastes like chicken, apparently. So you go there, you see the frogs just hanging at the stall. Also, we went to the food trucks in Austin, and I regret to inform you that they are mediocre. Honestly, if you even talk about the price, I wouldn't even call it bad. Right? It's mediocre food, and then when you add the price into the discussion, it's just terrible. Yeah, it was the food trucks in North Lamar. It's just pretty lame. I can't remember. Did these shoot with keycaps? I don't think so. Can we talk about the cherry blues? It was too late by then. The guy had already bought the cherry blues. Otherwise, I would have recommended, hey, maybe you should do box whites instead. You know. But he had already purchased the cherry blues, so I didn't want to be a dick, basically. Wow, this plate's kind of worked. Either that or the PCB. One of these things. Pretty worked. I haven't tested stabilizers yet. They've already been lubed. These are plate mount stabilizers. Genuine cherry, of course. Because they shipped with some sketch ones, and I think they were just, you know, non-cherry. We told to get some from Novel Keys. Food truck culture in America, for some reason, they think you can charge $12, $15 for mediocre food. That's the thing. It's stuff that I can make in my kitchen. And I'm not even saying that facetiously. Like, I mean seriously. It's shit that I can just make at home. Which I guess is the point. Like homemade food. But yeah, because the thing is, back home, you know, when people are like, well, you just don't get food truck, the idea of food trucks. Dude, back home, you know, food trucks are basically an Asian thing, right? And, you know, we did it before we even had trucks. It was just on fucking trishaws and rickshaws. And, I mean, back home, you know, we still have a bustling hawker center, a hawker food culture. Hawker as in like a food court, and our food courts are mostly you know, they're not stationary stalls. Yeah, so it's basically a truck, or you know, or like a little, most of them not even on truck, like it's powered, you know, just on a motor, you could drag it with a motorcycle basically. Yeah, and the appeal of that is good food, like really good food, and food that you can't just make at home. Right? Even if you have the ingredients, you just won't have the tools to do it. You can't make it at home. And it's actually good and very cheap, right? It's supposed to be the cheapest thing you can eat. But over here, food trucks, it's expensive. Like, it's restaurant pricing. And portions are tiny. And it's just mediocre food. It's just, you know, food that I can easily make at home. It's like, you know, it's pretty disappointing. Very disappointing, I should add. We're all thinking about, because we found a very good taqueria in Round Rock, and so the whole time, you know, my brother got a lobster roll, which he really regretted. I think it was $17. It was quite bad. And yeah, so Murder's like, man, this would have been 2 tacos. Not 2 tacos. It would have been 8 tacos at the taqueria, right? Because the tacos are $2 for insanely good tacos, the best tacos I've had. Which reminds me, I think we forgot to give my younger brother the green salsa. I found out he also loves green salsa. He had never had it until quite recently. But yeah, my dad brought another 2 tubs of that stuff for us. So we now have 3.5 tubs of green salsa. My wife is Mexican, so I get authentic food. I've had grasshoppers and goat, both amazing. Very nice. Very nice. Korean inspired char siu pork taco, $20 probably a thing. Oh, it's for sure a thing. 100% a thing. Just throw in the word kimchi. You know, it's pretty easy to make anything Korean fusion. Literally any food with kimchi. Right? You just add kimchi and suddenly you're this hipster. You're an innovator. You are this food entrepreneur. Right? Just slap kimchi on everything, and you can buy this at the top. You don't have to make the kimchi on your own. Just head down to H Mart, pick out the cheapest kimchi tub that's on sale. Take one. Literally anything you make plus kimchi. Burger with kimchi. It's actually good though. Tacos with kimchi. Grilled cheese with kimchi. Omelets with kimchi. Pulled pork with kimchi. Fries with kimchi. Kimchi with kimchi. There's so much you could do. And it'll all just be Korean. Because, that's like the quintessential Korean thing. Literally anything. Just so I can just slap kimchi on there. Or bulgogi. The thing is, bulgogi isn't as, it's obvious, it's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? I just want to say not as Korean, but culturally significant? No. Not as identifiable? No. Not so much authentic, but as in, when you think Korean food, people will think kimchi. A lot of bulgogi is not very known to a lot of people. And, a staple, I guess. But it's more of just, when you think of something, what do you immediately think of, right? I don't know. Even back home, when people say kimchi, Korean, we think kimchi. Associated? Yeah. So, well, you ask someone, do you like Korean food? Oh, I hate kimchi. Oh, I don't like kimchi. Like, that's kind of it. When I think Korea, I think about the scandals in their entertainment industry. It's real bad though. If you guys read articles about it, it's insane. Like, it's almost some Illuminati shit. I think banchan. The thing is, most people have never had banchan. When you tell them about Korean food, because most of the time you have to go to a restaurant. Like, you'd have to have a meal, right? Not like a bowl or something. You have to get like a sit down meal. Then they're gonna bring it out. K-pop slave labor is real and yes, it's insane. And no, not porn, because they have a blanket ban on porn, which is why K-pop is so popular. It's like the next best thing for them. No significant others, dude. Well, that is especially relevant. VPR would know. Oh, but what was I saying? Yeah, so I think I just mean for people outside Korea, right? But when I talk to them, immediately talk about, kimchi is always the center of the conversation about Korean food. It's like their most notorious, infamous, just, doesn't mean it's their best or their worst or their only dish. I'm just saying that for most people that I know, you talk about Korean food, it's always in terms of whether or not they like kimchi, whether they've had kimchi. No, but this was about a streamer, a budding Korean model or streamer or whatever you call it, influencer or whatever, and they were hosting someone, and they forgot that the, I guess, OBS or whatever they were using was still on. And so the way it works is, or raid, I think they did a raid maybe. And so if you don't accept the raid, or if like there's some weird way of getting, I can't remember what exactly it is, or maybe refreshing or just checking the VOD, it'll show what is actually playing from the streamer. And so they didn't realize that they still had that stream on behind the raid or the host. Oh yeah, when they went offline, yes, and then when they go offline, it goes back to your thing. Cause basically, it's like it's the way it works is, yeah, it's just a layer over it, and whatever goes on the background is still a stream. You could still access it. I believe on something like on Android TV or on, I can't remember. Okay, it works kind of differently, and so you could easily watch whatever is supposed to be streaming. And or if you check the VODs, that'll show up. But yeah, so she was nude, and I think the biggest part wasn't even the nude part. It was more just like the boyfriend was there, and yeah, you could see him just fucking just book it. Like, it's fucking hilarious. Do we have the picture of it? Oh no, is it gone? Oh, there we go. Okay. But there's more than one form of kimchi. Yes, exactly. That's why I said it's not like it's the most, it's the best thing or whatever. And I'm definitely not trying to put them in that bubble. I'm saying, I'm not speaking, I'm speaking of what just is at the moment. What people, in my experience at least. And I think that that's fair. Issue an apologetic letter. Delete all the VODs from Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. Basically done. She's in South Korea, Just go to a surgeon that's from a different part of, from a different region. And you can come back. Just got plastic surgery, lol. It's not like they don't already mostly look the same. So if you just change it up a little bit, no one will recognize you. And people are like, isn't that? No, that's braces, bro. You can't just think they're all the same. Alright, we're gonna test out the stabilizers. Idols have had plastic surgery and deny it. I mean, in South Korea, it's kind of, because the thing is, it's not just the celebrities, right? girls will get it as on their 16th or 18th birthday, and over here you get you know, the rich kids will get a car, or I don't know what else you get. Not late, but yes, they get plastic surgery. Blows my mind. I know plastic surgery is like the only kind I don't mind because it's insane. I think for me, the part about minding is not so much that, it's more just when more and more and so many people do it, it's not good for the developing minds of teenagers. There's already there's already a lot of pressure from society, especially in those areas, to do well in academia and some other things. Pressure from the family to be filial and to be pious. Well, filial piety is the thing I'm thinking of, and I can't I can't think of the term I'm looking for. To be, but you get what I'm saying. If I could afford it, I'd totally get it done. Not for kids though. That's what I'm saying. I think that it's at least right now, you can't deny that it's kind of unhealthy for a lot of kids, especially when, maybe we'll get to a point when, I said maybe, but it's a ways away, right? Where social media isn't as, here's the thing. If we didn't have social media, but people just got a lot of plastic surgery, like imagine a world where literally everything else is kind of the same, except for the social media part, I think it wouldn't have mattered as much, maybe. Because they're not just bombarded with people who got work done. But if you're on social media, you're following all these people that are social media famous, minor and major celebrities, then you get a warped sense of what's normal, what's average. You might not even use the word normal. You get a warped sense of what's average, right? You start thinking, wow, that's what imagine you're 15 or 16 years old, struggling to fit in high school or whatever, or middle school or whatever it is, and yeah, you see that and you think that, no, like the average Korean girl is supposed to look like that, and I don't. And you could say, you just need to get good, in terms of mental health. You need to become more secure, and I think that for sure it's very hard to I'm not even a parent, right? And I can imagine how difficult it must be as a parent, in right now. If you have a teenage kid, things like that. How kind of toxic you have to have with them. I mean, sure, they don't have to worry about polio, unless they're in California or something, or Disney World. Yeah, it's pretty unhealthy, and it's why I try to avoid Instagram and Facebook and things like that. It's very difficult because you only see the success stories, and yeah, it just gives you a warped sense of what's actually happening. Yeah, you go on Facebook or whatever, and you see everyone just going on vacation. You're like, wow, I haven't had a vacation 2 years. You know, why is everyone going on vacation? But really, it's like, you know, it's not always the same people. Or even if it is, you know, you don't know the other side of the story, and it's not everyone, right? I went on vacation like 5. What's a vacation? Yeah, the last time I went on a proper vacation was, how long has it been? Oh, it's been 34 years, and it wasn't even anything major. You know, we just went down to San Antonio and Austin, like a mini road trip. Like, you know, we're talking like 4 or 5 days, and that was it. But for me, the actual last vacation, like in terms of what I think about it, I think it's probably 5 years ago as well, when I went to Singapore to visit my friend. Actually, no, you know what? I take that all back. I messed up. I did go to LA to visit a good friend. So that was actually a vacation, and I can't believe I forgot about that. That was a vacation. So no, not 5 years. That was the last time. That was 1.5 years ago. Yeah, but that was definitely very odd. I don't go on vacations often. We just didn't have that culture or whatever growing up. Because I have 4 siblings, and you know, a working class family, and we could barely afford, you know, the roof over our heads and things like that. And you don't want to go on vacation with 5 kids. It's terrible. It's a horrible idea. Yes, I went to visit God. Yeah, so that, I guess, is definitely the last vacation, and I would for sure count it as a vacation. But the San Antonio trip, it's kind of, you know, like, technically it was a vacation, but it's kind of like, I don't know if you would call it that. You know, I didn't really plan on doing it. You know, there was almost minimal involvement from my end. And it wasn't relaxing, I'll tell you that. It was actually stressful. Whereas, you know, going to LA, nice and relaxing. I do regret not going out more often to seeing things, but maybe I might not even have enjoyed it as much. I would have had more to talk about, but I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. I wouldn't have, you know, felt as relaxed and recharged. When Anthony was a kid, he had to walk to school. It was 15 miles and uphill both ways in the snow. Don't forget that. In the morning it would snow, and in the afternoon it would be 100 degrees. Jerk Chicken, hello. Amarillo, Compton. Live in Texas, greatest state in the union. Yeah, I wish I had been able to move to the coast, you know, or at least a smaller state so that it's easier to move around states. That's over here. You're in Texas. You're gonna be in Texas. That you're kind of stuck. I was trying to have a Korean native last night on the stream, and I told him that I like Sunny Jihyo. So I had to type girls that are plentiful. I need to look this up. Plentiful? Plenty of what? sad part is when you find out that the thing is, even when it's when they're fake, at least when it's fake, at least it's done tastefully. Right. Yeah, I can't remember where I read about that. It was about how how it's done differently, like basically where the silicone goes. Like I think for the Korean or Japanese kind of plastic surgery, their breast implants, I think they have more flesh over the silicone or something like that. So that it's not as, the skin isn't as stretched out, and it's not as gravity defying. It looks more natural. Yeah, I can't remember what exactly it was, but it's like, oh, that explains. Oops. Yeah, no, I don't keep up with the K-pop world at all. My younger sister does. My mom used to keep up with the Korean film industry because she used to love, those Korean dramas. But she stopped watching those. And I think if she read the news a bit more, or at least knew about, a lot of the shit that went down, I think she would not watch it at all. Jerk Chicken with the gift sub to 8-Bit. Thank you so much. Thank you. First gift sub. Hope it's the first of many, but thank you so much. Please let me know, what about you? What was your last vacation? Because I know you are a workaholic. Young Anthony? Oh yes. When I was young, I had to get plastic surgery. Let's see. That's right, for the wedding. Yeah, and then Taiwan. When was the last time you went to Taiwan? Anybody making a trip to Hong Kong soon? I think it's been 7 years. Yeah, I haven't gone back in. I haven't gone to Malaysia in 5 years. It's been over 5 years now. Steal shrimp chips from this girl. When Andy was a small child, he would steal shrimp chips from this girl in school. At the end of the year, he surprised her with a giant truck of shrimp chips. He sacrificed himself because our boy Anthony is definitely allergic to shrimp. What the fuck? Watching my checking numbers is my favorite pastime. How about you? Speaking of, we bought 2 items for my dad to bring home this weekend. Both from Amazon. Both got delayed. Good fucking job, Amazon. It was separate orders too, from separate accounts. Goofy, hey, good to see you here. I haven't had time to respond to your Discord messages because I've been busy with family all weekend, and after they left, I died. I basically died, and then woke up, realized Sunday was basically gone. Oh, did I actually respond? Oh, see, I've been so tired. I don't even know. I haven't even been checking Discord very much as well. Toplet lavender was caps and lost. Yes, exactly. I resurrected 3 hours. Jesus, it took Jesus 3 days. I only needed 3 hours. Well, 3 hours and more because I am hopefully going to finally have a good night's sleep tonight. Hopefully. You put the business name on the label and not the street name. Good job. Good job, Amazon. Hope everyone gets some rest tonight. Yes! I hope so. I really hope so. I think my eyes are cleared up a bit, but yeah, just now, when I started the stream, they were red, dude. I've just been so tired. Haven't really had time to play Borderlands 3. What an outrage. I can't believe I'm not max level yet. What? Unheard of. Want to get that game? I will say co-op is better now because you don't have to, because of the level scaling, the dynamic level scaling, you don't have to worry about keeping up with friends or, you know, not leveling up just because you have to wait for friends. Because that's what I had in Borderlands 2. I had multiples of each class because I would start with this group of friends or this friend, and obviously none of them would, you know, that's always the problem with playing with filthy casuals. Like, oh, we should totally play, and you know, you play like one weekend, and then it'll be like 2 months before another time you play it again. And it's, oh, you know, I've already done, you know. Yes, it's scale. So I think the way it works is in a crude way of explaining it. First off, cunt. No. So crude way. So okay, imagine if the enemies all scale at a set like 5% with each level, right? They get 5% more damage, 5% more HP. And you also get 5% more HP with each level, or you also, you know, whatever, and so it scales that way. So if you're level 5, the content is level 10. They'll try to scale down the stuff so that you still deal damage, proportional damage or whatever. All right. So there's a real level, right, that's based on the host, but then you're dealing, yeah, so it does all this math in the background, and so you feel like you're contributing, and you actually do feel like contributing, and you don't just get one-shotted by everything. Yeah, so pretty nice. Yep. And it has instance loot now, so you don't have to fight to the death for the good drops. So yeah, so a lot of things like that, but yeah, so a lot of quality of life improvements and also some steps back. The map is fucking garbage. There's a lot of performance issues as well. But if you have an AMD card, apparently you're fine. Apparently, optimization for AMD is a lot better, which makes sense because it's an AMD game. But yeah, it is kind of a mess on both PC and consoles. If you on consoles, they're reporting a lot of lag in the menus. Like when you just pause when you check your inventory and things like that, it just slows to a grind. And split screen, it is one of the few games that still supports split screen, but barely because of all the performance issues. But yeah, definitely get Borderlands 3 though. I will be playing it quite a lot. I'll probably try to stream it once I have time because I have so much keyboard stuff to do right now that I can't stream Borderlands 3. I really wanted to, but I can't. Because I have so many bills to get out of the way. Because, you know, my dad visited me for 2 weekends. I'm just busy with that. It sucks. Night Nappy, hey, how's it going? Borderlands 3 is really fun. Yes. Even though I haven't really had time, I try to sneak in like 30 minutes to an hour before I go to bed. Ever since it launched, it's nice. God bought me a copy, so I bought copies for my two younger brothers. Pretty nice. It's a game that my younger brothers and I loved. We played a lot of Borderlands 2. They both have over 1,000 hours in Borderlands 2. I have, I think, 700-800 hours. Yeah, so Borderlands 3 is something we've been looking forward to ever since it's, well, or not even before, it was even before the game was announced, right? But Epic Games, fucking terrible. I'm only on it because, like I said, God insisted that we play on, my friend God, he insisted that we play at release. So at first I was like, you know what? Well, I'll probably, just wait it out with my two brothers. We'll probably just play it on Steam when it comes out. And he's like, no, you have to play at release. So he bought me a copy. And so because he bought me a copy, I couldn't possibly play it without, without my brothers also playing. I just feel terrible. Yeah, so I bought them. So it's their only game, that they're gonna play on Epic Games as well, and it's terrible. It is awful. So one of the major tips right now to get better performance on Borderlands 3 is to exit the Epic Games client once the game is launched. And another thing, they don't have a screenshot function. What the actual fuck? There's no screenshot function. And so people are like, well, that's because Borderlands 3 has a photo mode. No, I'm talking about screenshots because the thing about photo mode is that you can take pictures of menus and item drops and items, the stats, anything that happens in game. You can't just take a screenshot and call it a day. So I'd have to, and I can't use the window screenshots. That because if you're playing in full screen, exclusive full screener is what it's called, the screenshot functions don't really work well, and so I'd have to get a third party screenshot app. Greenshot and ShareX. Oh, look at you. Are you playing right now? Level 13. Yeah, my highest is on level 21 right now. I have a level 21, I have a level 13, and then level 6, level 4, and then level 1. Checks uploads to image automatically. The thing is, if I use that, I would really only ever use it for Borderlands 3, because everything else I just use the Windows or Steam screenshot functions. So wake up in like 6 hours, so I should be heading off soon too. There's Goofy. Oh no! Yeah, don't spend too much time on your phone before you go to bed. Sure, message me on Discord what your epic count is. Well, yeah, but I'm messaging him in Discord because I'm not gonna remember after the stream. I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I just forget. Yeah. Yeah, because most of my other Borderlands buddies have not even installed the game yet. Yeah, I haven't really had time to play. I will say though, so I was playing God's wife, and then another mutual friend of theirs for at release. So we're waiting. We're there. We had the game sitting in our libraries, just waiting for it to happen. And so I don't know this guy, this last rando, this fourth person. Before we played it, because we had already made plan. God already planned this all out. And okay, I'm gonna take, we're gonna do this on Thursday and on launch day, blah blah. And I have my day carved out for that too, at least the rest of the day. And so God had the courtesy to ask him, is it okay if we add a fourth person? So we're gonna have three now. He plays Apex with us. He's pretty cool. Pretty chill is the word he used. I don't like that word. I should never tell you guys what words I don't like. Then you guys will start just spamming my chat with that shit. And so I told him, I asked is he new? Is he familiar with the game? With the franchise? Oh yeah, he's played, one playthrough of, all the previous ones. So I already didn't have a really good feeling about this. I was like, one playthrough. I already know people like that. And I hate that I'm kind of a gatekeeper with shit like that. But it's more just, if I'm playing something completely for the first time ever, if it's been weeks or a week or two after release, it's fine, right? You already know kind of story. You've already experienced the newness of it. Then, playing with new people could be fun because then, you could find out new things, right, that you missed during the first playthrough. But when it's completely fresh and, it's something you've been waiting for years, and it's something that, is an experience that you share with your friend. I got my two brothers. And yeah, so I've been looking forward to this thing so long. And I made sure not to watch most of the content leading up to Borderlands 3 as well. All the gameplay demo, all the streams, the pre-launch streams, all that. I made sure to avoid all of that. And which is weird for me, because I am not the type that cares about spoilers at all, typically. But for Borderlands 2, I was like, no. I want that feeling of newness and adventure, finding things out, learning. And so but God was like, yeah, but don't worry, he's pretty chill. And I was like, okay, sure. And start the game, and he's already just because I explained to God I just don't want to deal with explaining shit during my first playthrough. I can do it after, right? With Borderlands 2, after hundreds of hours, I was like, please, anyone new, just please play this fucking game. But yeah, so he was like, oh, don't worry about him. And yeah, so when we got on Discord, he was just. So Anthony, I heard you Borderlands favorite. And I was like, yeah. And then so the game starts. We load in. And there were some, because I think they changed their settings to DirectX 12, which has been having issues. And then so game couldn't load in. And then we kind of had mentioned as well what class we were gonna play, because we planned that out too. I asked God and to ask his wife as well, what characters you gonna play. I'll pick whatever you guys don't pick, And yeah, so this last guy, they told him, what he's gonna play, and he's like, what? I have to play the guy where that goes. Flak, the Beastmaster. So he was like, what? I have to play that guy, he looks so ugly, like, what? I have to play that guy? And I was like, you know what? Then I'll play it, right? Like, that was a character I wanted to play. But anyway, and so the cutscenes start, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Right? And these cutscenes it wasn't like, oh, it's been, in a trailer, or it's been out there before the game started. No. Like, it was the first time all the players are seeing that cutscene. They're starting the intro. And so, yeah, and we're all quiet, and I think we all kind of decided, okay, we're just gonna, if he, so he said something, we all just didn't even respond. Which I like, because, it's like, okay. Because if someone responds, then, it's going to become a full-blown conversation or whatever. So we all just keep quiet thinking, okay, we're quiet. That guy will get the cue and think, okay, maybe, no one wants to talk right now. We'll wait it out. But no, I guess he thought that we didn't hear him or something. So there's a scene that showed Promethea. It's like, wow, we're going to space? And wow, we're doing this, wow, we're doing that. And I was like, yo, dude, can you just shut the, can we just watch this? Can we just watch this right now? And I hate that I had to be that guy, right? So we already didn't get off to a good start. And then once we had to select the characters, right, before I had planned, but he was still whining about it, that he had to play that character, like just constantly bitching. Oh, I guess I had to play this guy, why do I have to play this guy? And so I said, okay, you know what, I'll play that guy, you pick whatever you like of that fourth character, Zane, And God also chimed in. He's like, okay, Anthony, you pick this, right? Since you don't want to play that, it's fine. Are you sure you're okay playing this? Okay, good. We're settled. So I picked Flak or Beastmaster because he had been whining so much. I picked it, and he also picks it. And I was like, dude, like we just said you could pick the class that you wanted now, right? Because I wanted to play Beastmaster at first, but I just thought that, maybe don't want to play it or whatever. Yeah, and so now we have two Beastmasters, and so I had to fucking re-roll a character right after starting it, and so it was I was so triggered. Holy shit! Throughout the game as well, just. Like, the people who can't stand the silence, who constantly have to fill the air with their voice. Yeah, I cannot handle that. Like, there's being chatty, there's being friendly, and this is a whole other level. Right? And that was that level. Just fucking narrating all their thoughts. What'd you talk to your cuts? Exactly! And constantly ask questions too. It's like, oh my god, we go to space? Well, what does it fucking look like, dude? Like, it was just completely useless crap, right? Not yes says I'll wait until it's on Steam. Just do that. I mean, like I said, I had to play it because, God insisted to play it at launch because that's when he was gonna play it. And they bought me a copy. Well, I don't play Apex though. I played some. I'm not good at it at all. Not my kind of thing. Anti-spoiled myself. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna watch anything. I didn't watch trailers or the classes. Yeah, so I at least looked at the classes, but I didn't read up on them until the day off, and mostly because I had to read up on the classes because we were gonna play. I was gonna be playing in a party, so I had to figure out like who's gonna play what. But if I was just gonna play alone or with my brothers, I think I wouldn't even have looked at anything up. I didn't look at the skill trees though. I made sure to avoid that. Where does this dude come from? Their Apex Legends stack basically. And yeah. And another thing as well that's annoying. So he would be talking to his what I presumed is his roommate. We're just playing, and he would just be having a 30-second to minute long conversation with his roommate. It's in the background. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? You know, if you're gonna do that, just mute the mic or something. Or tell them you're busy. Like, it wasn't one stuff like, you know, you good enough to get dinner, get me this. It was just some random ass shit, you know, completely just not urgent at all conversation. It's more of a, hey, did you hear about what Ashton did last Sunday? You know, shit like that. He was that guy. Yeah, I'm glad at least when I spoke to God after that, I was like, I have to be honest. You know, like I was, and honestly, this I don't know if, you know, I'm pretty bad about giving people second chances. I think, but or writing things out. But anyway, so I told God I have to be honest. And I was getting triggered as hell, right? With that guy, he was like, "Yeah, don't worry." You know, like, usually he's pretty relaxed and quiet, but I don't know why. He was like, "Yeah, he was definitely getting annoying." So it's good that I wasn't the only one that felt that way. Yeah. So at least it makes me feel a bit better. Cause I'm like, man, you know, am I just being the asshole? Yeah. And then later that night, I woke up too early again. And so it was just in time for my youngest brother. He came online because he's still in Malaysia. Yeah, so at least I got to play a little bit there. And I remembered, oh my god, it's so nice to play without asshats. I was like, oh man, you know, I could actually just, you know, like, here's another thing as well. So the thing I like the most about playing with my brothers is that they are very patient for sure. I'm not saying other people are impatient, but it's more just patient to. They don't feel like they have to be shooting things. They don't feel like they always have to be doing stuff. Does that make sense? You know, and the way I describe it is we play it more as an MMO, right? Where, you know, you have inventory management. You have trying to figure out, okay, what, you know, quests should we do in what order, you know. We'll take time to figure that out. We'll take time. Okay, you know, like we're on this map. You know, do we do that first? Do that. You know, or like, hey, check out this loot that I got. Do you want it? Do you know? We'll, you know, it's at a nice pace. You know, we don't feel like we're constantly pressuring each other to move forward in the story, or to just constantly be fighting stuff. Yeah, and so, you know, I get that, you know, if we played that game for, you know, 3, 4, 5 times, then it doesn't matter anymore, right? Like, I was like, no, let's just go, you know, whatever pace you want, let's just go. Yeah, with my brothers, we kind of just, you know, oh, you need some time to figure out your inventory, figure out your skill build, go for it, you know, like, we'll have something to do, we'll find something to do. Eamsbird, hello, yes, very late. My younger brother went back to Abilene. My dad drove back to Austin. He will be leaving there in 4 or 5 days. It's very, very good to see my dad. Yeah, it's been 4 years, and I hope it won't be another 4 years before I see him again. Yeah, so, you know, so as much as I enjoyed seeing them, of course, I'm also kind of glad that's over because it means I can finally catch up on work and stuff. Yeah, I have so many keyboard things to do. So many. See anything on BL3? Think you stream? Yes, I will. I can stream a. I can try to stream a start to finish thing. If you guys want, I can try to do like an actual story stream. I think that because I have. Well, I guess it'd have to be a completely fresh playthrough, right? Could do that. Because I already have 5 characters. I already have, so they've all at least started the first like the intro. So I don't want you guys to miss that potential maybe. But I for sure will stream it. I wanted to stream it, but my dad suddenly came here, so we had family things to do, so that's why I couldn't stream it. I was basically just playing at weird, like just in like 20, 30 minutes. Just like, oh shit, I have time right now since I'm waiting on them. Fuck it, I'm playing some. Yeah. It's like a quickie. Lots of quickies. I think the story is definitely pretty interesting. And I say that as someone who typically doesn't give a shit about stories. And the classes, man, there's so much variety and depth to it now. I think that for sure just in terms of stuff being interesting, at least on the surface level, it is for sure better than Borderlands 2 in that regard. I think that as a and they have a crazy extension now, Twitch extension for Borderlands 3. So the spectators can watch, can check out my build or items. They can even take part in the game, as in they could decide what loot, at least how much loot or what tier of loot or what they could. I think they could basically increase the difficulty. They could decide to make the mobs high level or either roll a high level mob or have more mob spawn, things like that. So very interactive. I think that it's actually incredible just seeing basically if you completely ignore the game as well, the amount of the marketing department just did an insanely good job. They and just everything around the game. They did they've been doing a lot of stuff around it. Yeah. So yeah, spectator viewership is definitely better than Borderlands 2. So, and yeah, like I said, there's just more interesting things, because there's just more stuff, right? And there's more. There's 3 major worlds as well, 3 planets. So very different atmospheres, themes, right? You have a cyberpunk style. Dystopian city, and you also have kind of a you also have that jungly type and wasteland type, and yeah, so a lot of variety for sure. And yeah, that's why I said I think for spectators it should be better. There's more things to look at. Eamesbird, do you have Borderlands 3 too? Are you getting it? Claptrap Planet. Question: weapon shit, or does it usually take a full clip to kill each enemy? You just got a crit, bro. But here's the thing. Once you get past I would say like level 2 or 3, whites and greens are almost useless. Just don't use whites and greens. Blue, purple, and orange. Those are the only ones you want to use. Pretty much anything. I wouldn't say anything. Weapons for sure, terrible. Grenades maybe, just because it's blue and purple. The orange grenade mods might not drop as often. So sometimes you just kind of have to make do with a green grenade. Whites, I don't think you'll ever. Yeah, not even class mods. You're gonna use white class mods. But especially you're level 13 now. Don't use anything white and green. Like I can't think of a thing where you have to use white and green. Even shields. A lower level blue shield would be better. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14. No worries. Chokan, are you still stuck with Final Fantasy 14? Favorite Switch? Noxygen, welcome to the stream. Favorite Switch, for me at the moment, still box whites. I like Switches being fast, being responsive, as in, and I know some people think fast as in, oh, like a gamer fast. No, I mean like when you punch a key, it punches back. You know, it's one of the reasons even though I like Topra, I can't ever use it for gaming, and I don't enjoy it very much because the rebound is kind of slow, and it's why I don't like heavily lubed Switches as well, because the rebound is slow and I don't like that. So yeah, so box size for now. Time for you to put those noble yellows in the build. Yes, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Because those are supposed to go in, I think the next build that I use the noble yellows will be a Xeno, actually, but still no sign of shipping, unfortunately. You haven't played FF in a while? What? I've actually been watching Final Fantasy 14 because one of the streamers that I host a lot plays, streams FF14 primarily now. She hasn't streamed any other games in a while, I think. Oh wait, she did stream Control. Yeah, but yeah, so it's Rainy. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. Actual veteran streamer. But yeah, so she keeps telling me to play it, and I'm like, no, don't do it. No, stop. I already don't have enough time for Borderlands 3. Don't. I haven't been playing Dota. Xeno shipping is a myth. Yes. You put those noble yellows in, you're not even going to consider whites anymore. I can see that. Yes. So, tentatively, yellows. The thing is, I like the yellows, the look of the yellows a lot more as well. So, hopefully, I will enjoy it. Because I will say that pinks, I cannot do the box pinks. They are way too heavy. I cannot do the box pinks. Space Marines exterminate all the Xenos. Yes. The Clintons exterminated the Xenos. Yeah, so what's even going on over there? 8X not fully shipped out as well. Not even close, I think, to fully shipped out. A story in FF though. I think that for me, I can try to. It takes me a while. So even in Borderlands 3, I realized my first playthrough. Here's the thing. I guess it's not fair to talk in terms of Borderlands 3 because my first playthrough was kind of ruined. But I think it takes me 2-3 rounds to actually, start. Like, oh, that's good. Yeah, because my youngest brother, he will literally not progress in a game just to wait out like the story, like like say like there's dialogue going on in the background, he will wait it out before doing anything. Like, he wants the full experience. Whereas I get a bit too excited, so sometimes even when the voice things are going off, so I won't really talk or anything, but at least I will. It's like, I'm gonna go do the next thing, so I don't give it my full attention until like maybe the second or third playthrough when the gameplay isn't fresh anymore. Then I'm like, oh, I see. Oh. Knight 75 is good. Try to proto at a mini meet. Very cool. This point I expect to get my satisfaction 75 before my Xeno. It's not scheduled to ship until late October. Yeah. Yeah, because I was supposed to build this Xeno in August, I think. Or before. No, June, right? It was supposed to be May or June. I was supposed to build the Xeno in June. I think. It's up from Around Reborn. It's a slog. I actually heard about Realm Reborn on the stream, cause when I mentioned, oh, I shouldn't start a game right now, Rainy and one of the spectators mentioned the exact same thing. They talked about how, yeah, you said this DLC is complete garbage or whatever, and I was like, oh, and they were just telling me some. I know some of these words. Like, yeah, don't start this DLC. Don't know the expansion or whatever. Waiting on my satisfaction too. We're all waiting on satisfaction, buddy. We all are. Pepe hens. Maybe one day we'll finally find it. Oh no, I finished my cookies. Damn it. Oh my god. Okay, so let me show you this real quick. So, my dad has a stipend, daily stipend from Dell of $75, and he doesn't drink, he doesn't really go out or anything, and so you have to spend on food. So most people spend on alcohol and expensive dinners. He doesn't really care for that stuff, and so whenever so at the end of every day, he will go to the grocery store or whatever and just pick out stuff. And so he bought some groceries as well for me and my younger brother, my elder brother too. He bought a lot of shrimp for my younger brother because my younger brother loves seafood. And so he drove all that from Austin to Dallas. Anyway, so I told him I liked the Ghirardelli sea salt caramel chocolate, and I think I bought one when we bought a bag when we went to Austin. Yeah, so I bought a bag when we went to Austin, and then so when he drove down this weekend, so I'm set for a bit. Yeah, because these are I think 18 squares, something like that. 18, 18, and 10. So these are the big bags. Yeah, so. And I already had, I think, 1 or 2 bags of this in my pantry. Yeah. So, oh, you like it? Let me buy all of it. You're gonna set a code mine Satin Silver and put an unused set of GMK Red alert on it. Unused? Damn. Fermented GMK set. Brand new for a good price. We need a real Red Alert GMK set. Kirov airship novelties. Oh wow, I thought the ant problem has gone away. They're back. Did I find another entrance? Fuck. So I did not get the borax in time. I had originally thought I would get the borax, and it's called borax. And I thought that. Wait, you know what? It could have been from the pantry actually, because maybe I don't know. When I set them down, that's. But yeah, so I didn't have time to do it before I left for Austin. And so what I did was I just got some bug spray and sprayed the corner, right? And of course that's not a permanent thing. So I think I'll have to do that. Did you get Striker? I did not. I wanted to, but I think the plan was to get it, you know, last day of the job, as many of us do. And I think I slept or something, and I missed the deadline. Whoops. Big whoops. Oh boy, yes, that would be very nice. I didn't know Striker had been shipping out. I don't think anyone in the Discord has uploaded pics, right, of it. Although I will say I just haven't been checking anything the past 2 weeks. Striker's drama caps are A++. But okay, but are the stems warped on, or the keys warped on those drama caps? Because Juan Emily has 2 Rama caps now from 2 different runs. So 2 different kinds. And they're both warped. So are any of yours warped? Next board will probably be another 75% with noble yellows. Or navies. Yellows, please. I haven't built with navy yellows, but I know I know I prefer them to navies. PvT Sanctuary Rebirth. Very cool. Resin Hammer Artisan 2 for the Red Alert. Man, that is, dude, then you got a proper fermented set. Because back then that was the shit, man. That was the good stuff. Rama Crimson, the Japanese flag one. You should get the. Here's what people should do. They should put their weep sets on Korean keyboards. Maybe that'll help us improve diplomatic ties between the 2 nations. They still hate each other. Yeah, so put the Japanese flag on a Korean custom. You drop it maybe on Thursday or this weekend. Would be nice because so Saturday we're doing the Austin prototype. Tomorrow we are unboxing the Austin, which is in my living room. Dude, just look at this, man. So this is the Austin. It's not even here. But check this out. This is bad. Look at all the keyboard stuff. Just fucking just. There's just stuff. My shelves are being full now. So I have just a lot of stuff to ship out and deal with. There's just stuff. Because, you know, I've been so busy with the past 2 weeks with family. And yeah, so hopefully I can clear some of that up this week. Ever built a Noxery? No, actually, but I will soon, TM, because I think one of so God bought 2 Noxeries back in the day. It's like the 280S or something like that, the TKL, and one of them is supposed to have been manufactured or The other one is gonna take a while because the other one is a custom color. So this one gonna take forever. Yeah, so no such alignment to do other than the... Actually, maybe the space bar might need. Those stud caps. You switch on stud caps and that's kind of it. Good on all the other ones. This thing has pretty much a fixed plate, which is nice. Gotta make sure all the switches are flush against the plain PCB. Welcome to the stream. Hey, how's it going? I know. Should have used some razor green switches. Missed opportunity. Oh well. Man, who was that streamer that got a lot of shit for using MX Browns on his key cult, or was it a key cult? I don't remember now. Gave my friend a ton of razor greens and he put them in his Kepler. Kepler? Oh, razor greens. Apparently, people have been trying to buy razor greens though. So, oh, whoops, wrong camera. My bad. And I still can't tell if it's a meme or not. I'm sure at some level it always will be, but I really can't tell anymore. But yes, VPR, I would really appreciate that. Striker would be very nice. Would be super nice. Would have been nice to drop it off with the Xeno too, right? But alas. So one thing I found weird, I actually prefer the lemon bubbly to the lime, even though for almost everything else I would prefer lime. I don't know why. I thought I would enjoy the lime a lot more. I guess maybe lemon in drinks is more common. So is this a more familiar taste in liquid form? Because in Southeast Asian food, there's almost no lemon, but there's lime. So I thought, oh yeah, I like lime more. But turns out, at least not for this. Fucking love lemon. Yeah, I don't think I love lemon. Like I think I like it on some things, but yeah, I'm not an enthusiast. It's got lime bubbly today. Haven't tried it yet. Whoops. Yeah, because most people said that the lime one is the best one. So I don't know. Maybe it's a contrarian in me, right? Some people say it's good. I must hate it. I must. I'm compelled to hate it. How my kid picked out the box last time. She picked cherry. It wasn't great. That reminds me, I forgot to respond to a friend's Discord message. Okay. Yeah, let me send it to VPR.
Yeah. Which cherry? Browns. On a key count. And no, don't think that I'm hating on cherry browns, right? It's actually my second favorite Switch. But I will concede, most MX Browns in circulation now are fucking terrible, right? It's very difficult to find a good batch of good Browns. The problem is that I have one or two boards with really nice MX Browns, and so for me, that's my idea. It's like vintage blacks, right? So these are not, I don't think they're vintage Browns, but it will just happen to be a good batch, and I only have so many of them. It's kind of sad. So that's why I haven't built boards with them ever since I desaw it. I'm like, no, I have to save it for something. I have to save it for something. Save it for something. I keep saying that, and I just haven't built with them. Make them a tad more tactile. I want a medium tactility. I don't know. The thing is, it depends on what batch of browns you got. Because there are some good ones that are more tactile, that are smoother, that do sound better. I don't want them to be more tactile than that. That to me is perfect. But yeah, like for example, like the MX Brown on this board right here. This is a shitty. I only have this because it's Bluetooth, and it was back then it was the only Bluetooth board you could get. But yeah, now these are bad. These are legit terrible. Expect some tactile and they feel linear. The thing is, that's the whole point though. I think that people misunderstand the point of browns. Right? You can see that they had clears as well, but the point is so that the bump is not what's the word? Overbearing. So that it's just a light reassuring, like, hey, you did something. Like that was it. It's supposed to be so browns is like a gentle pat on the back from your dad for a job well done. Whereas ZOV2 is like a celebratory stick up your ass. It's like, good job. That's basically what it is, right? So, basically, and yeah, so very different things. It's why I like it's why, for example, I like ZOV1s compared to ZOV2. ZOV2 is just kind of it's too much. Like it's almost gimmicky. It actually gets tiring after a while, because I don't need that. I just need like a little bit. That's it. That's all I need. No idea what that feels like. Which one? Both. Like inks a lot. Yes, the thing is, inks. It kind of annoys me that they got so close to making the perfect linear. So close. But their leaves, what the fuck is going on? I wonder if the clicking thing has something to do with the leaves popping out of the housings. I wonder if it has something to do with that. I've not looked into it because, the whole leaf popping out of the Switch thing it was only just kind of mentioned in the past couple of weeks, and I've been out of it completely. The yellow inks recently, they're amazing. I know some people don't like the yellow inks, right? Because they're a different Switch, basically. But Trench Ants, welcome. Zillions of some Franken Switch. No idea if it's V1 or V2. If it's V2, you should know it. It's just fucking in your face. Zillion V1s are closer to browns than closer to Zillion V2s, I think. I think that it went from, you go from shitty browns to good browns in terms of ductility, and these two aren't that far apart. Like, okay, you got shitty browns and it's like an upward slope, and you got the browns that I like, the good browns, and then you got 0v1s somewhere here, and then 0v2s are just kind of over here. Like it's way too much. And it's funny because people after 0v2, a lot of people are like, can you please just sell the v1s too? Like, this is too much. It's like, oh, whatever happened to more is better? I suddenly was like, okay, this is too much. Leaf thing is mostly new batches, isn't it? I hope so, because I mean that the 300 I have here do not have the issue. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, if I've not seen the leaf problem in like the hundreds of switches that I've opened up, I think that this batch really doesn't have them, so maybe it's not related. Probably not related. But something is definitely up with the leaves, though. Something is definitely up. Milky bottom. I wonder if what other ways you could tell a V1 and a V2 stem apart. Yeah, that's why I don't ever talk about MX Brown these days anymore, cause and vintage blacks, I just don't even try it. It's so difficult to find a good batch. Just don't even bother. Yeah, because a nice batch of browns with a plateless or half plate setup. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Just so gentle. You know, it just kind of works with you. It's not trying to punch back. Just nice and comfortable. Of course, we have a bent pin. Fuck. We've been doing so well. No. Well, I guess I have to fire up the desoldering gun. For some reason, it's not giving me the good suck. The extra flux. The thing is, this is. Oh, you mean extra as in just on top of it? Yeah, because this thing is already has rosin core, whatever. Yeah. So the thing is, if I had to add more flux, then I might as well just. I just wanted the easiest and fastest way to do it. So if I had to bring out my flux too and then put flux on it, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just go with the desoldering gun. That'll be faster. Oh my god, another one? Another one. Damn it. What's your stream schedule for the rest of the week? When Jerk Chicken's gonna... Oh, I'm sorry, I missed 2 minutes late. Okay, so stream schedule. Monday, tomorrow, we're unboxing the X65 or EXT65. And the Austin prototype as well. In blue, in that crazy, vibrant blue. We're gonna do those on Monday. And... And then either... And then I will try to stream the Dolphin Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. I think... Yeah. I'll let y'all know about that one, the Dolphin stream. Because I think Friday I want to do the EXT65. And then Saturday we're doing the Austin prototype build. So there'll be at least 3 builds this week, including this one. So there'll be at least 2 more this week. But yeah, hope to catch you in at least one of those streams. Have a good night. Do you guys also feel that building a keyboard feels like building a Lego set? No. I think that building Lego is a lot more satisfying. Way more. Because it's very different things, right? Because with Lego, especially the newer sets, there are a lot of things that you build that people just don't see at all. And I think that nowadays when people buy Lego, why people spend so much money on Lego is because of that. Everything you build, even though you did not come up with it, you did not design it, you did not create it technically, there are a lot of cool build techniques and little detail, and not when I say few, I mean a lot of little details that people just looking at it will never be able to tell. And I think that that's a success from Lego's part, because it makes you feel connected to the Lego set you built, even though again you did not design it. You did not, put almost any creativity into it. Like basically none, right? You're just following instructions. But so you feel like you have a special connection with the Lego set that you built, and I don't mean this in like a sensual way at all, but more just, you might think it's a cool set from looking at it, but you have no idea all the little cool things that are inside it. Alright? All the little details, all the weird build techniques that they use, like the 7.5 for example, lots of cool stuff. The Brick Bank, all the module sets are really good at that, right? But for people looking, for onlookers, you never even see the insides of the modular buildings. You just see the outside. So there's things like that. And I think that, with keyboards, you just don't have that, or at least at that level at all. So I think that it's just not very comparable. TTM Henchman 21, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Been wanting to see one of your streams. You wake up at midnight. 12:53. Yes, I woke up at 23:55. My time. That's why it's a late stream. And Tefram is also here. Hello. I'm just surprised there's still 20 people here on a Sunday night or a Monday morning. Sex with Lego is too hardcore for me. Oh man, I knew that's why you moved. I was gonna say that's why you moved to Asia, because they're more conservative there, or in terms of sexuality. And then I remembered, wait, you moved to Japan. You know what? That sentence doesn't work. Let's just stop there. I did find a case. How's that piece will fit in? You just kind of have to look because they're not gonna. One thing that's important is I believe the center mounting post is one that's a concern. I believe it's the center one. So you will have to Dremel it or find a board that will have a removable center post for a hot swap PCB, something like that. It was 11 a.m. for me. I Fohan Croft. Or if Ohan Croft? I Fohan, Ifohan. If O-N Croft. Welcome to the stream too. I saw some follows too. Let me read out the follows. Ooh, Eugene Aware. Thank you for the follow. TTM Henchman 21. Ifohan Croft. XCS2. Scripted Sense. Grubby Parrot. Sir Squirtle. Gold Slug. Thurstman. Phantasmal Cat. R Thing 521. Thank you for follows. Ifo Handcraft. Okay. For some reason I thought Ifo Hand would be one and I crafted. Okay, Ifo Handcraft. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I will try. I'll do my best. Oh, sadly, yes. I don't have a command that shows my list of commands because we have a lot. We have a lot. And I think the Streamlabs chatbot. I don't know if they ever did one for that. Let me see. I think they have, right? I wonder if I can just link it to like a Google page, like a Google sheet. The thing is, yeah, Streamlabs chatbot, there's no way to keep it updated. Kind of sucks. Like you can't have a synced list of the commands. That sucks. But you can find most of the commands in the Discord. I guess I can take a screenshot of it. Most of them are here. We've added some since. Okay, so where would I even put this picture? In there? Whoops. Yeah, so not it sadly copy pastas are reserved for subscribers because otherwise you would just get a ton of copy pasta spam. I should probably eventually put that I need to tweak the points setting, the what do you call it? Follower points, whatever. Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, if I think if you just highlight that and then do a Google search on of that copy pasta, I think you'll see where it's from. The thing that makes the Color Express one good is because it was said unironically, so it wasn't even trying to be a meme. Those are the best memes when they are very, very, very serious and solemn. See, this is basically cheating. I use 6337. Slightly better, my experience. Serious and salty? Yes. Very much so. Yeah, let me see what else is fun. Oh, where my commands go? Wait, oh. Oh, so we used to have, we used to even have a copy pasta list too. Whoops. A list of the commands. Yeah, it didn't. I didn't end up updating it because I had to manually update it. I actually like the French one. That one is fun. Oh no, did we ever? Did we ever make a copy pasta for? Oh yes, we did. We did. This is the best one. I believe it's Oh, there is a tape. Oh wait, it didn't work. Oh, you have to be a subscriber. Whoops. Yeah, here, let me try it for you. It's not my board. If someone wants blue, someone, you know, can't stop them, especially because the switches are already bought. Let's see, France. Oh god, it's split into two messages. Okay, I'm glad this one's not a popular one. Do you guys want a typing test with the cherry blues? You guys decide. We could totally do it. I'll probably have to eat first though. I am fucking starving. The typing test as a reminder. Yeah, I much prefer box whites to cherry blues, but at the end of the day, so I wanted to try them. I think that's most of them. I need to do alignment for caps lock. Oops. Because the switches being hard to take out after being desoldered, the solder used had flux. So you mean like all the solder is gone, but the switches are hard to take out? That's completely gone. To be fair, creams aren't immune from problems. Alright, just look at this. These are the creams that we're throwing out. Oops. Now here's the thing. Same thing with vintage and retooled. There are good retooled browns, and there are terrible retooled browns. There are good vintage browns, and there are terrible vintage browns. How, Anthony? How can I tell which one I'm getting? I don't know. If I did, there wouldn't be any good ones left on the market. I would have bought them all. So the board and the guy desoldered switches said it was hard to take them out because the flux acted as a glue after the solder is removed. I have literally never heard that. So, yes, that's what I thought too. I have literally never heard that. Literally. Can I take a picture? Because here's the thing. I can't see that. I think either that or he didn't desolder them clean. And so there's still remnants of solder. Now I hope it wasn't that, because if he just yanked them out, he could have easily damaged the PCB. Yeah, because so sometimes, unfortunately, yes. So it is hard to desolder some boards. It's a combination, right? It could be the PCB. It could be the solder that was previously used. It could be your tools as well. But let's say the tools are, you know, like you're using a desoldering gun. You know, then the type of solder. The PCB itself. And what's I gonna say? Sometimes yes, you can't suck up all the solder, and there's just remnants of it stuck between the. And it's worse if you bend the pins. Oh man, I can't believe people used to do that. Yeah, so the pins. So what you do is you actually, when you're pulling, use a soldering iron, heat it up, just hold it where the leftover solder is, where it's stuck. Hold it there and then pull. That way you melt all the solder and you can actually lift off the switch. Whereas if you just try to yank it out, you could pull off the plating or whatever on the inside. Yeah, no, I've never heard of the flux being a problem with pulling switches out. Yeah, because even if you burn the thing, even if the flux is being burned out, why would it be so much flux that it sticks the pin to the board? Maybe all the pins were right on the pads? I don't know. Old Alps boards were, yes, oh my god. And I used to do that with a solder sucker. This was before I got a desoldering gun. Solder sucker and a what's it called? Desoldering braid. And the worst part is when they tell you, okay, you know, just if you tell me just harvest the switches, fine. This guy insisted that we keep the PCB working for the SK, for what was that, IBM 1514, so SKC and brown helps. He insisted that we keep the PCB working. So that means I couldn't just desolder and just fucking just yank it out. Yeah, so that sucked. Because that meant that I had to be very gentle and I still had to slowly straighten the pins as I desoldered. That sucked. Yeah, solder wick, also known as desoldering braid. It's like a. Sometimes I just forget which word matches with which word. Like, you know, I said desoldering wick, and no, wait, solder wick. Desoldering braid. Oh my god, I'm still tired. Yeah, and my joints are all fucked because I slept on the carpet. I am for sure getting old. I used to be able to sleep on the floor just fine. I think what is the issue now is, so I used to sleep exclusively on my back, like just flat sleeper, right? Pretty much only slept on my back. And I think because of all the back issues I've been getting, sleeping on my back actually kind of hurts. And because of sinus issues, I think when you sleep on your back, it's harder to breathe. And so I started sleeping a lot more on my sides. And I think that what happened was that even though I was sleeping on the floor, if you sleep on your back, it's still okay. I was trying to sleep on my side. So when I woke up, my shoulders were just all fucked. Sometimes I hate that this thing is a keycap puller, because then I'll use it thinking, oh wow, it's convenient, it's right here, and then remember just how bad it is. Gotta pay more for anything to be gentle. That was one of the first things I ever did for keyboard work. So I just, didn't really have any bargaining power. But now if you ask me to do that and you tell me, yeah, you're gonna have to pay up, or just find someone else to do it. let's plug this board in, and then I'll probably eat maybe some toast or something, and then we'll do a typing test. The only way to reloop stabs is desolder board if you're using PCB screen stabs and solder switches. Yes. Although, if you cannot do that, there is a way. I wouldn't really recommend it, and I wouldn't say it works very well, but there is a way, and you're gonna need tweezers, and so it still won't, it still won't be perfect, but it is way better than just having it unlooped. But yeah, so you use tweezers, and you stick that shit in where the metal touches the plastic, and especially on in the inserts. Damn it. See what the metal is peeking through. God damn it. Where are my tweezers? Oh. Inside here. Get that actually grease or 205G0, whatever the hell you like using, some thick grease. Fucking stuff it. Now, it wouldn't be obviously not gonna be the same, but it will still be way better than horribly lube stabs. Creams. The problem that I have with creams is, so not even the sound scratchy part, but they grind. Like I think someone described it as leathery, and I think that's a good term for it because it doesn't feel scratchy or anything, but when you push on the switch slowly, you feel a lot of resistance. When you push down really fast, you can't even tell, but when you push down slowly, especially just slightly tilted, it just crawls. Whereas inks don't have this issue. Inks have, the ticking issue. See, the inks, for me, no matter how slow or how fast I go, the smoothness is the same. The friction feels the same. The point of the inks is, when I do this, I can feel the ticking. So, lube help it out. No, these are all lubed, and it still does that. That's the problem. I guess if you just dunk it into a 5G0, it could get rid of it, because then you're basically just rubbing lube together. But no, I don't think so. I don't think it'll help too much, honestly. Yeah, it's because the difference between the inks and the creams in this regard is insane, actually. Yeah, normal typing, I don't think you really notice, but if you just decide to just slowly push down the switch, I think it's noticeable. PCFE powder, I have not actually. I have not. That does sound interesting. Yeah, so this is the loop station. Just look at that. So much shit going on right now. Those are terrible vintage blacks. So instead of vintage blacks on the Dolphin, we're now using York Pandas, and they're all fucking factory lubed. Thankfully the creams weren't, so at least we had that. Oh, here's different greases and oils and all that. I think we have 105, 104, 103, that syringe, 3203. Where's my 3204? I have some over here, and I have 205G0 over here, as well as over there. And then that's 1514. Oh no, No, it's not here. Actually, it's in another box. That's the oil or whatever that kinships with the TX springs. And that's luminous differential oil. Yeah. Luminous differential oil is actually pretty viscous. But it smells though. It smells god awful. The Zimmer Heidler. Yeah, so get genuine cherry stabilizers. Make sure it's genuine. It depends on what setup you have. Because if you need plate mount stabs, then you're just gonna have to buy a genuine cherry plate mount stabilizer. If you need PCB mount, right now there are some issues with the screw-in stabilizers, so don't get those right now. Get the traditional, the PCB mount snap-in ones. You could even get Zeal stabilizers if you like those. They're more expensive, a lot more expensive. I don't like the way they sound as much as modded cherry stabilizers, but they do feel nice. And the wires pop off. Eamsburg, have you had the wire pop? Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then people are like, no, it's not an issue. No, it is. Oh, it is. Just because you haven't had the issue at all doesn't mean it's not an issue, because people don't have that problem really with cherry stuff, but it happens to a lot of people with Zeal wires. Or Zeal stabilizers. Okay, so we're gonna test this board out, and then yes, I need to. Why did I unplug it? Why am I so dumb? Alright, let's pull up the switch hitter. Okay. It's 3 a.m. Shit. I forgot I started to stream at past midnight. Alright. I would not get the screw-ins right now. Let me give you again, it depends on what keyboard you're using. For example, this keyboard uses plate mount stabilizers. So, getting those all these wouldn't work. What am I doing? Okay, so there are some different links. Did I have a 7U? Wait, did I have a 7U for... Wow, they don't even sell 7U stabilizers. What face? Okay, so unfortunately Candy Keys might not be the place to go because they don't even have... Yeah, because, okay, look at this. This is the old school wire. So you might even have to contact them to make sure they're not going to ship this to you. This is not going to work in most keyboards these days. And, see, look at their 6.25. This is the old school wires with the bend in the middle. Oops. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're buying from EU. Maybe someone else can help them out. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Fighting by 71! See ya. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you sometime this week. Germany. Yeah, so maybe someone can help him out. Because I'm not from Germany. From Europe, so I don't keep up with all the vendors and stuff that's going on over there. What's the other place? Is it mykeyboard.eu? Or what's the other one? I don't even remember. Oh. Yes, there is a lot more to stabilizers, and I'm glad you asked. It's good that you asked. It's good that you're trying to find out, because You don't want to make a mistake here, because if you make a mistake, you build your keyboard, you use the wrong stabilizers, you realize the spacebar doesn't work or something, or you get all your parts in, you're excited to build, you have a weekend set aside, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this at home this weekend, and then you find out the parts don't work. So it's good. It's good that you're. No, James Warner, we just looked, and Candy Keys doesn't have the correct stabilizers, because they just have screen stabilizers, and I believe these are the problem is right now there are the newer screen stabilizers are not designed very well. So you want the old school, not the old school, the classic snap-in ones. And the snap-in ones from Candy Keys, they don't have 7U wires, and they only have the old, like we're talking like ancient, the one with the bend in the middle of the wire. You just have to do a goddamn lot of course, absolutely. It's the part that usually takes the most time in a typical build. If you loop switches, then obviously that takes the most time. But stabilizers, that takes more time than actually soldering, in a lot of cases. Wait, if you are buying the 75% of KBD fans, can you just buy stabilizers from them? So if you're just buying KBD fans, let me give you the correct link. Yeah, so just add this to your cart. Whoops, what have I done? The type on this PBT plate, it's pretty weird. Is it the Salamander? Okay, add this pack and you will be good. So the KD75 does ship with stabilizers, but those are the fake stabilizers. They're not official cherry stabilizers, and they are almost unsalvageable. Even if you lube them properly, they just won't sound and feel nice. So that link, add that to your cart. That's not an affiliate link. If you add it there, should be fine. Yeah, it doesn't have special stabilizers, so that will work. And yeah, and if you add that to your cart with the 75% from KBD fans, then you don't have to pay for extra shipping as well. See? Because, it'll just be in one order. Yes. Because it also uses a 2U wire and it goes here instead. It goes vertical here. Is it a PBT Salamander? Jenkins screw and snap in. Here's the thing. Before this, screw-ins were recommended because it was just kind of an improved overall. It was a snap-in, but just more secure. Although in some fringe cases, you want snap-ins, or in some cases you want specifically screw-ins, but most of the time it doesn't matter. But so overall, the screw-ins were an improvement, but then they decided to change the molds, so they changed up the stabilizer housing, and they kind of fucked it up. They made the openings tighter or something, and so they end up sounding and feeling kind of bad. Oh, you already ordered? Can you contact them maybe? Try contacting them on Facebook. Has it shipped yet? If it hasn't shipped, if you just ordered, maybe you could do that. Maybe. Oh, way too late? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You might have to just ask around the EU, see which shops have it, because I'm sorry, I really don't know. A little stress affects the PCB, but the case flattened it out. So it probably warped, huh? Probably what it was. Yeah, polycarbonate sediment PBT. It sounds nice though, right? Sounds nice. If it's worth, then I have to. I hope shipping won't be too expensive, but I can tell you it's worth it. I mean, do you have keycaps planned out? Maybe you can buy some keycaps from them. I don't know. Just to not feel so bad about shipping. Okay, so everything works here. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay, real quick. And I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. This thing shipped in a, or the guy shipped it in a cool little bag for it. Look at that. White fox. Looks nice. I remember I had one issue with it. I can't remember what it was. Is it the zipper? Or I can't remember. The case was a bit damaged, though, so that's kind of sad. I think when it shipped, they didn't separate it from the plate enough. And so you can see that it tore on some parts of the cover. Huh, that notification didn't give a sound at all, right? What happened? But Der Zimmer Heiler, am I even pronouncing it right? Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Keycaps from Candy Keys already because German letters. Okay, yeah. I wish I knew, but where to point you to get the correct stabilizers. One thing you could do is you could join a Discord and then you could try to ask in the help channel there. Here, let me help you out. So join a Discord, try to ask in the help channel. Maybe some Europeans can chime in, or if you just shop around and you're not sure, you can ask over there and we'll let you know if that's, if you're good to go. Yeah, definitely it's good. It's good that you're trying to be careful. But I can tell you a lot of people don't, or they just, they kind of just, they make assumptions. And yeah. So anyway, see how there's a little hole here in the foam? What was on this side, right? I don't remember which side it was on. It was on this side. It was on this side. So I mean, I moved it. I moved the bag already, but before this it was here. The holes here. You can see this part was chipped off. Yeah. So I had to email him and hey, did you know about this? And he's like, yeah, it arrived like that. Okay. Yeah. Not a whole lot we could do. You could try to contact Cutie Fans, I guess, but I think he didn't really care very much. Board being shipped in a case, not packaged properly, caused damage. Where have I heard this story before? And this is nowhere near as bad. And this is on a TADA68. Not that this is TADA68, but the shit, what board is it? The Meteor? The Meteor. It's quite a bit more expensive. And the Meteor was a group buy. This is not. Also, rubber feet actually matter a lot, and I think it's a part of keyboards that kind of doesn't get noticed very much. Rubber feet matter a lot in terms of how a keyboard feels on a desk. And he will say, yeah, of course it does. See how Rama has, custom 3M feet? I'm here to tell you that those are actually pretty bad. Those are, I had to say, because they look cool, and a lot of work went into designing them and everything, getting them manufactured, but they are some of the worst rubber feet I've felt on keyboards. Like once you build your keyboard, first of all, the problem is that they don't leave enough space, I think, and the way it's designed, the ends will fold down a bit, and so sometimes it doesn't It's not completely flat. And another thing is, yeah, they just don't feel very great on the desk. Some of the rubber feet that I felt that I have been pretty good. I think the Zephyr has actually pretty good rubber feet, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember though, which one. There was, so basically, there are some rubber feet where even on keyboards that are, you know, a pound or half a pound lighter, they feel heavier on the desk because of the grip. They just feel nice. The Matrix Able Plus version Dark had terrible rubber feet. And so your board is just kind of just slipping everywhere. Yeah, but there are some boards, yeah, the rubber feet, man, they just make them feel, you know, more premium than they are. In the split keyboards, my Keyboard, I want to try and make an Iris. I have not actually. Well, Numbats. Welcome. Tried as in built them or used them, because I've tried them at meetups, but I have not built them. Actually, have I? Maybe I haven't, just don't remember. Yeah, I think maybe it's time I put another ad up on Mac Market. It's been 2 years. I didn't realize it was already 2 years since I last advertised my build services on Mac Market. And now there's so many. It's insane. So many build services now. Alright, I think for the TADA68 we have to be kind of careful with the pens. Okay, so what keycaps do you want to use on this thing? It's cherry blues, so I could do whatever. Oh my god, I gotta stop yawning. Shine through ABS and gamer font. What about putting keycaps? Wish my tofu had that much movement with the plate. I have to file that shit for it to fit. Wait, what plate did you have for your tofu? Do you program the board for the customer? It depends. Depends on what they want. Sometimes I do, especially for a lot of cave defense boards. It doesn't matter too much to me. It depends. Like if I already have a layout for the board and you don't really want to customize it, then I'll just give you the layout that I've customized, that I've used. But then, you know, if you want a fully customized program layout, then, you know, it depends. Like, you know, it could be something as simple as just changing. So if you're just changing a few keys, doesn't matter to me, I'm fine. But if you want something that's or if you already have a layout in mind, you know, you've thought about it, no, also pretty simple. I probably won't charge for that. But there are some people who don't know, but also don't want to just use my layout, and so that's when it gets difficult, because that's when you have to program things from scratch, right? You have to just start over, because they have some insistence on they want their functionalities to work certain ways, but they also don't want to make the layout themselves on QMK configurator, and then that's when, you know, I have to charge them, because, you know, it's gonna be time, right? Because I have to sit there and figure out, okay, you want this to work this way and this one to work that way, but you also don't want to do it on the website, so you know, I have to figure out, you know, like, okay, so your ideas, will they actually work on a layout? And I have to try them, and, you know, figuring out the FN logic as well, because I'm like, okay, we could do this, and I'm like, well, no, you know, like, I'm not used to that, or I don't want two function keys, or I don't want two function keys there, or then, yeah, then it becomes kind of That becomes a problem. Yeah, and it's good that's why it's good that as a builder, a lot of things are moving to QMK because then at least I'm kind of familiar with it now. Back then, or when there wasn't just one popular um, firmware or program or whatever to use. There's so much, and like, oh, I need a program. Like, well, let me know where to find, like where to go to find the stuff, the guides, and especially when things are in Korean, like, where am I gonna go? And they're like, oh, I don't know where to go. Like, well, you're gonna have to pay for it because I'm gonna have to do research. Right? I'm gonna have to charge for the time. Are the Zeal staffs worth it? It depends. If you like the aesthetics, sure, but for me personally, I don't think they're worth. Okay. You find that you have quiet periods and no boards coming in? Yes. That was the summer. It was actually kind of annoying because summer was when I had time, and we kind of had quiet period. We kind of had a quiet few weeks, like where it was like maybe one board to build a week or 1 2, and then now that the semester started back up, I have too much stuff to build, and it all depends. Like then when group buy starts shipping, then becomes a problem. And quiet periods, I think Chinese New Year is another good time, another quiet time or a bad time basically, because nothing's really shipping out. So no group buys really shipping, so I don't get as many new things. And then because there's been a lot of delays with some popular group buys, that's why I thought my summer was gonna be busy. The Xeno, the 8X was supposed to ship. One was supposed to ship May, June. One was supposed to ship August. Both got delayed. And so I'm hoping they don't all just show up at the same time because it's gonna be annoying as hell. Can you even see the steps? Yes, you can. See. But once you put keycaps on, no. I had a nightmare of screws too. I found out holding the case upside down and holding the screwdriver helped not lose them between PCB and plate. Oh, another way they do it, this is what PC Load Letter and Hairbrother taught me, is you can put some blue tack, sticky tack or whatever, just a tiny bit on the screwdriver so that it sticks to the screw. Just well enough for you to screw it in. Ended up using blue tack to hold the screw. Oh, so yeah, Eugene Ware is talking about the same thing. I bought a screwdriver magnetizer to magnetize my screwdriver. The thing is, even if you magnetize the screwdriver, sometimes the screws are just not made of what's the word? Magnetic metals or whatever. So even if your screwdriver is magnetized, it just won't give you that good suck. Yeah, because my screwdriver is magnetized. And at least these screws work fine. But then, yeah, there are a lot of screws that don't. It's annoying as hell when they don't. Okay, wait. So we have a red aluminum TADA68 with MX Blues. I will probably eat something real quick before we put keycaps on. You know what? We could do GMK Hamon on it. Why not? Because it's red. We don't always have a red board. So could work. Or maybe I should save GMK Hamon for the Dolphin actually. Maybe I won't do it here. Maybe I might look good on the Dolphin. Or I think the Dolphin we're going to use white on black actually, now I think about it. Kitty fan screws are often like that? Yeah, non-magnetized. Yeah, I hate it. The difference between 62 and 67 that noticeable? I think so, yes. You could always get TX springs or split springs and get 55 or 60. Yeah, so let me figure out what to eat real quick. We'll take a little break. I'll still be here, but maybe I'll be in the kitchen. I need to wash my hands. I forgot. I have this. So I think I'm just gonna eat this for now. Chocolate swirl brioche. This is some good shit. Yeah, I forgot I had this. Mukbang. Yeah, so I'm just gonna eat this for now. I'll figure out, I'll see if I need anything more substantial later on. I'm just gonna eat snack on this real quick. Obviously not when I'm putting on keycaps because I don't want to get chocolate all over. Okay. But yeah, this stuff is so good. So good. Oh man, it peels right off. Look at this. Look at this. This peels right off. Oh man. So good. Not keto friendly. Not at all. Not at all. Oh man, look at the chocolate chips. They have a cream cheese one as well, but I don't enjoy it as much. Yeah, I used to slice this thing up, and I kind of got sick of doing it. This is just way easier. Look at all the chocolate on there. Oh man. Who are the best bread makers in the world? I don't know actually. I have no idea. Oh, I probably shouldn't put it on the table, huh? Looks like some lead. God. Vacuuming the Genghis Khan You see the brioche? Yes. Just plucking them right out. I still have my truffle spread. And I actually got fresh peanut butter as well. So I have just the regular peanut butter, like just from just peanuts, unsalted. This one is. Oh wait, this is just a peanut one. And I have one where it's honey roasted peanuts. So yeah, it's a fresh peanut butter. They have a machine there that does it. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. At first I thought I was just gonna eat that with oh, what am I done? With toast. My daily driver right now is still Enjoy PBT 75. It is 75% that yes was made by Enjoy PBT back in the day. And with box whites. I just haven't had time to. I'm just waiting on the. Because I've bought a lot of boards in between. So, you know, after Enjoy PBT 75, I bought a lot of boards. I've ended up selling most of them. Just keeping this one. And waiting on the 7V. Hopefully that'll be the last keyboard or something. Bye. If we do the 25G0. Oh, I think you missed my message just now. 62 would be helpful. And 25G0 does, yes, it does slow things down. And it does make things feel kind of heavy. So yeah, so, oh no! Oh, I need to get like a paper towel with me. Remember not to wipe with. Okay, so look at this. Whoops, you know what? That didn't work it out. Just look at how soft this thing is. So let me take that part off. Just look at that. Look at that. How buttery and soft it is. Oh, it is so good. So good. See, it's even softer and nicer than cinnamon rolls. Because cinnamon rolls, when they get... They're really, really nice when they're warm. Once they cool down, they are kind of dry and stuff. Whereas this one is still... This one maintains that softness. So good. Yeah. I hate that God showed me this. Because now, every time I see it, I want to buy it. What's your opinion on dactyls and many forms? I'm not a fan of those things. I mean, listen, I get that they work for some people, but I think for most people, it's kind of pointless. If you type moderately fast, it's actually kind of pointless to switch to one of those, unless you have a medical reason to do it. Because it's gonna slow you down so much. VPI, yes, you can buy this on Market Street. Whole Foods, I think, might have them. Amazon Prime Now used to have them. So I used to buy them on Prime Now, and it's really bad because I'm glad they took it off. Because otherwise, I was sitting on my computer like, man, some brioche should be nice right now. Well, guess what I do? I just go on Amazon Prime Now. I add like 1 chocolate, 1 cream cheese, and then a bunch of other random crap to fill up the $35 just so that it'll arrive in 2 hours. Funzy, hello. Good morning to YouTube, man. Just look at this bread. Look how soft it is. God damn. Well, here's enough. I don't finish the whole thing in one night. PC or frosted keyboard case. Are there any keycaps you recommend for semi-frosted? What's semi-transparent? Frosted clear keycaps? None that I recommend, honestly. None that I recommend. As in, you know, I don't think any of them sound or feel good. So might be available now. It's a game changer. Wait, really? It is? Hold on. Let's look at this up. Oh, I guess it depends on your. I guess maybe in Allen, where you know, or another zip code, maybe they have it, but yeah, I don't see it here. Cookie butter spread? Oh yes. That's the one from. Which place has it? Is it Trader Joe's? Trader Joe's? You like my favorite matcha? So it's 3203. Yeah, so do that. Yeah, 62-gram linear. And yeah, this is 3203. Or 105. 105 is pretty nice. Chocolate brioche doesn't come out with anything, right? That sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, we want to look up cookie butter spread, right? Damn it. Okay. Oh? Oh, is this good? Bruh! Why are you selling me pickles? $5.50 or 14 ounce. Has anyone bought from this brand before? See the Target all the time. Wait, so Lotus Biscoff is fine? I wonder if I can buy it just on regular Amazon. That way I don't have to. Because otherwise, I have to try to fill up the $35 and it's kind of bad. It means I just buy a bunch of random crap I don't need. Creamy plus crunchy. Oh boy. Oh, it's what? It's more expensive though. What the fuck? What about Roland? Hey, look, they have Trader Joe's. Wow, it is a lot more expensive. Damn. Maybe it's better. More expensive is better, am I right? Cookie and cocoa swirl? Oh. What have you done to me? Cookies and cream? Holy shit, that's expensive though. What the fuck? 8.7 ounce, $24? Oh wow, they have a variety pack. What am I doing? No. Yeah, I've had a couple of friends tell me to get this. Apparently it's really good. Maybe I'll just have to go to Trader Joe's. I want stuff that's not too sweet though. $4 a jar at Target. Okay. I'm already adding pounds just by looking at this stuff. Yeah, so maybe I will. I'll just have to remember. I have to write it down. I'm gonna go to my grocery list. Okay. So I have milk. That's always number one on the list. Milk, cookie, butter spread. Whoops. See? Look at that. Milk and cookie butter spread. Amazing. Yeah, I've never had it, so I think I would enjoy it. I think. Especially my spaghetti on blues would be any use. No, I just wouldn't use those. I know you're in the UK, so it's a bit more of an issue getting that stuff, but. I would buy TX with rings. We're 30 minutes away from each other, but they didn't do Prime Now here. Wait, but do they sell it on regular Amazon, the brioche? Oh, Prime Now is available. Okay. You know what? I should have read your message after that. Damn it. Almond butter prices, dude. This Market Street, the same place I got the fresh peanut butter, also has fresh almond butter, and I just finished that. Yeah, so You just have a machine. They've got almonds in there. You just well, you don't do a crank thing. You actually hit a button. It's kind of lame, right? I'd much prefer just yanking a thing. That's kind of cool. Or like yanking a chainsaw. That would be amazing. $18 a jar on Amazon. What is that? Nutter butter? Dashboard's on screen. Yes, I kind of messed that up. Nothing too important though. But okay, what was it? Oh, the cookie butter. Well, maybe you should do it. Maybe you should. I mean, I know it's pricey, but you're in Japan. You know, you you just kind of have to do it. It's cheaper than me shipping one to you, I think. Shipping like a jar to you. Shipping alone would cost that much, maybe more. What was it? Mouth gets sticky looking at it. Nice springs. Yeah, so TX springs, good place to buy. Look up TX keyboard because it comes with a super awesome spring lubing tool thing. Not just lubing. It's just so good. It is so good, this thing. Incredible. One of the best pieces of innovation in keyboard history. Okay, so we're going to put keycaps on there. Let's just put Hamon on here. Oh, it's probably the desk mat too, huh? Also restocking a few bags. So again. Oh, TX bags, very nice. How many do you have now? I only have one TX bag. I have one that fits a TKL at 75%, and that's it. More things should have Yankee cranks. Oh, I agree. Absolutely agree. Can you imagine if you use that to power up your computer? That'd be so cool. I would shut down my computer every night. Every time I go out just to be able to crank that shit when I come back. Do you guys have import taxes at all? I think they start at $800, something like that. $10 weeks for delivery. Well, I mean, you're right. If you need something instant, yeah. What about the EU vendors? Do they stock any TX or split springs? Oh, Wow. Did you guys see that? Where'd that thing go? Chokan, thank you so much for being here. As you go, we're gonna give you another shout out in chat. Please check out our good friend Chokan. I'll try to stream Borderlands 3 soon, and you can join us. Live vicariously through us. Surprised you found that so quickly. Found what? Oh, yes. I could hear it when... kind of where it landed, because I think it hit the closet door. So... you know, it could only be around there. And because there's a lot of other stuff blocking its trajectory. But if it bounced, then that would have sucked. This is time, I gotta go. Okay, well, thanks for being here. Have a good one. Catch you later. Oh yeah. We've got more tips from where that came from. At least this thing looks nice, right? Almost fooled me there. I almost grabbed the alpha colored pipe key. I actually have the novelties and the Peta Nagra or whatever. I'm not gonna open those. Are they already opened? Maybe they're already opened. Good question, actually. I think they might already be open. The next time for more Season 1 keyboard tips. We have Season 1 tips on hand for all your keyboard needs. Yes, many tips. Big tips. Wow, it's weird how purpley they look after I put them on this board. It's alphas. Wish I had the ability to put on more than 2 keycaps at a time. TADA plate mount stabs, yes. Because the TADA68 was not created as a custom keyboard. It was created as just a pre-built. And it was introduced to the Western market, actually not by KBD fans, but by Originative. And was it even called the TADA68? Or was it I think it was originally called the TADA68 and then they had to change the name to the Saber or some shit like that. Well, at least it looks nice. And honestly, it's not so bad until you put it side by side with box whites, and then you're like, with a box whites board, and you're like, oh. I think it's also because we are using some weird Aristotle combo on this board over here, so I think my, you know. Perception is a bit warped. Okay, what was I trying to do? I think we'll leave it all red. I think it looks good in all red. Maybe arrow keys might be worth changing. Let me go look. Okay. Hail on a windshield. You want cherry blue sunlight? Yeah. Okay, so I think. Do we want? I think we could do both, right? We could do black arrows and then a white escape key. Where's my bacon key? see that GMK Hamon prices are finally going back up. So maybe I should just sell these. I thought about you know how I mentioned I was gonna build a custom mechanical keyboard for my brother. So first of all, because my dad, suddenly announced he was coming to Texas the past 2 weeks. I definitely don't have time to build that keyboard now. But I thought, okay, maybe I'll still do it. Now I think about it, if GMK Hamon is going for 160, almost $200, prices keep going up. I think my brother would actually be upset if I gave him GMK Hamon, because he's like, why? Just give me $150 for something else. I think maybe I will just sell him on and get him something with that money. I think he would legitimately be happier if I did that. What arrow's better? Oh well, whatever. Too late now. Damn it. Where does this key go? I obviously don't know where it goes. Oh well, you know what? We'll just ignore it. Oh, did we not get? Are these wrong? Okay, look at this. Hold on. Do we actually get the wrong thing? Hold up. Okay, wow, that is strange. Okay, never mind. So here's what I'm talking about. I guess I can see the reasoning now. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. So with 1.25, you could. Well, I guess never mind. You know what? Even if we tried to fill a standard bottom row, you still need a 7th 1.25 key. Yeah, because it's kind of weird that we get. I wish they would have given us a 2 1U novelty keys for the bottom row. But I kind of understand why they gave you 4 row 1, because this will be for the full size boards with the extra 4 keys on the top. So this makes sense on numpads with the 4 extra keys on the top. Yeah. Oh well. My Hamon is still shrink wrapped. Very nice. Are you ever gonna use this set? Do you like red? So now we're gonna plug this in. Some people are not too enthused about this setup. But I'm sure the connector is here, right? Am I even doing it correctly? Yes. Not particularly. Hey, you could make some money, sell it, and buy a new group buy set. Although, yeah, it's not doing too well in the aftermarket. It's getting better, but definitely not modern Doge or minimal. I should probably set up a bot that links my Discord, or set up a timed response from the bot, timed message or whatever, the repeating one. Because every time I post it, we get like 2 or 3 people that are joining. I'm like, damn, maybe I should have posted earlier or at another time so that more people could see it. But I mean, it's not like we're trying to. Like, this is the only link that works, because I actually limit the invites, because I actually don't want to make a huge server. That's kind of the whole point of the stream and the Discord. I'm not trying to become too big or anything like that, because then, because I hang out a lot in the Discord server, so when it becomes too big, then you kind of lose the tight-knittedness. You buy into a GP and sell a spot for way more, and that's the best. Or you buy into a group buy, and then you sell your spot through a victory auction. Hey? That's what we should do. Buy 10 spots and then sell 10 victory auction spots. I'm way ahead of you, man. Fuck using victory auction for keycap set extras, right? I know which shop was it that's been doing it. Can't remember. Someone wants to do it, That's some 2019 crap. That's some boomer technology. Yeah, we're gonna victory auction to buy spots. I'm gonna turn the AC off. I can't believe I'm turning my AC off just for you guys to listen to Cherry MX Blues. Why must I suffer? Doubly so. Thank you so much for the bits and the... Actually, why... So why are my alerts not working properly? I don't get it. But... Thank you so much, PC Load Letter, for being here. Yes, gotta head to work tomorrow, huh? It's 2:30 a.m. already. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Hold on, let me try this. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my God. Wait, so what was that? Hold on. What was that? Oh my God, Realtek high definition audio tried to reinstall itself again. I changed the setting to disable, not just disable it, but to stop it from reinstalling itself. It keeps doing it. Because basically it keeps reinstalling itself and then enables itself and it becomes the default. So my audio settings get fucked. Yeah, I've uninstalled that thing so many times. And then I even went into the Windows update settings to make sure it never gets reinstalled. But I guess something changed in a recent update and it messed that up. Okay, so now I think okay, so now it works. Yeah. Okay. Shh. Now everybody shut up. This is a aluminum TADA68 with Cherry MX Blues. and GMK keycaps, and a steel plate. I'm gonna snap my fingers. Okay. Having an orgasm typing this thing. Yes. Giving you guys the blues. The blues. Oh god, we lost 4 viewers from that. Yeah, so board is nice though, alright. Jimke Hamon. I do wish the red were not so bold. You know, if only the contrast were a bit lower between these two. Like a deeper red maybe. And the mods would be nice. Yeah. TADA68. I hope the guy has him on it. It actually looks pretty good with this red case. I think Cutie Fans has a maroon tofu as well, a burgundy tofu. That would look nice too. Oh. Does it have pictures of the red edX Mark II yet? Or MK2? Oh, they have burgundy. Are there pictures of the burgundy? Nope. The all red actually looks very nice. Yes, I think that Hamon just does a good job with the all red theme. I think I would prefer white arrow keys though instead of black arrow keys here. Maybe. I don't really like the mixing. I'd rather just do one. Yeah, but overall, set works out with this board for sure. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, probably ask them now. I'm going to say, well, forever hold your peace. We have somebody to raid. Somebody. All my friends are asleep. You know what? I probably shouldn't do a raid. It's late. Let's run the credits real fast. And yes, I need to. Maybe I'll eat some more. I don't know. We'll see. I'm in a good bit. And stream next tomorrow. I'm doing math. 19 hours or so. I'm robot voicing. Oh no. I didn't change anything. Did my microphone change maybe? Yeah, so it should be 19 hours. So 9:30 p.m. or 9, like 18 and a half to 19 hours or so. So yeah, I said 9:15 p.m. CDT. Be a good target. Yeah, so I'll be streaming the EXT65 or the X65 and the Austin prototype. Both of those. We'll be doing an unboxing for both of those. Yeah, thank you so much. New folks as well. I'm surprised that maybe I should stream at this weird hour more often. Get more of those. Them Europeans. Okay, credits. Whoops. Okay, so Eugene Ware, TTM Henchman 21, VPR, Eamsburg, Funzy, Efo Handcraft. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Frisco Milk as well. And the subs and resubs, 8-bit derp. I think that was a good sub. Thank you. And Der Zimmerheiler. Thank you. And then the follows, the refresh. Wait for it. Takes a while, doesn't it? Australians. You're from Australia. Very nice. Very cool. I have a lot of friends in Australia. Cheers, peace, love. Thank you so much. Follows. Wish you could fast forward it. Noxygen, Eugene Ware from Australia. TTM Henchman 21. Ifo Handcraft. XCS2 and Scripted Sense. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all have a good day, good night, and a good week ahead. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow or maybe later this week. And yes, bye bye.